Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my video that I do every week on the transits or the important transits coming up the week ahead. I do a card reading and I also do a channel as well, and let you know where I'm going to be out and about. So this week we have a new moon that's in Gemini, and it's happening on the 15th of June at 12:54 p.m. That is my time in Sydney. Now, with this new moon, there's nothing actually. The only aspects we really have is a sextile to Chiron. So it is going to bring a sense of healing to a wound that may resurface. We do have Chiron that is still in it's still in Aries, and soon it's going to be making its way into Taurus. So it's right on that cusp there. So we're coming up towards the end of the month. I think it's the 20th of June. It moves into Taurus. So this could be some sort of healing when it comes to leadership, responsibility. Could be about taking ownership of something. Because we got this moon that's going to be in Gemini, I do feel it's about expanding your knowledge, expanding your circle. I feel like it's also showing you who you can trust, who you can't trust, like who's ally, who's foe. I feel like it's all about you reconnecting and networking, establishing connections with different people who are going to help you, whether it be a spiritual journey or the journey that you're on. It is also about being social. The energy is going to feel very chatty because we're in Gemini, so they like to have a chat. They like to and they get people. Geminis get people. They're able to chat to almost everyone and have a conversation and hold a conversation with just about anyone because they like to have this wealth of knowledge, and they have this way with people. They're not afraid to sort of say what they mean. I feel like but they have this very fun way of doing things and their fun personality, and they're very youthful too. So this could also be about going, be lightening up, having more fun, being youthful. Could also be on the agenda of this new moon. It is definitely about expressing yourself and learning, I feel. And I feel like there's a big thing about a sense of who we can trust. We've also got coming up on the 13th, so this is before the new moon. We're going to have, and this whole week is going to be focusing on Venus. So this whole week is going to be about relationships and money. And the same as this new moon, it's all about relationships, because Geminis love to connect with people. They love to network. So it's about people and your connection to them. So we've got, first of all, Venus square Chiron, and this square will be happening with the new moon as well. So this is going to be either bringing up a wound or something that's caused you a bit of grief, whether or not it's exposing it or bringing something up or something's going to happen to make the wound. It is going to be about relationships or finances, what it's going to be about. We do have Venus, which is going to be in Cancer, which is all about your security, your safety. Not we don't want to express our like Cancerians don't want to express their emotions. They want to hold it in, so it may not be very expressive. However, once this new moon is done, because on the same day, Venus is making its way into Leo, where Leo is a sign. It's about, look at me, here I am. It's ruled by the sun. It is about being creative. It's about really feeling things in the heart. It is about being expressive. But it's also, we've got the ego there. So this is where we are wanting to express what we want about relationships. It is about fire and passion and really bringing things to the surface of what we need and exploring how creative we are and the connections that we want too. So it can change. It's going to start off. It's going to probably start off in Cancer, but by the end of the day, it's making its way into Leo, and it's in Leo when we have that new moon as well, which is connecting with that Chiron energy. So, and it's one day with this new moon, it's a healing aspect with the sextile, to do with our emotions. But then on another level, it's also creating a wound there as well. So it's a bit up and down. When I look at the new moon, I look at what aspect might the moon, but with other aspects happening around it. But it's all about Venus. So we've got on the 16th This is a positive one. We have Venus. This is going to be the exact sextile to Uranus. So I think that was sort of showing up last week, which it was, but this is the exact sextile is happening on the 16th. So this is unexpected with either love or money. So you may have had this energy, or it may have happened for you like last week, or it could have happened this week, or it could happen this week. So we've got Uranus that is in the sign of Gemini now. So again, Gemini energy with Venus. So again, it's about that networking, that connection, but it's going to be unexpected connections, unexpected partnerships, learning something different, and again about being creative and being passionate what you're being. But also, it's like being seen. You want to be seen as well with Venus in Leo too. We want to be passionate and explore things that we're passionate about. That's also to do with being creative. And then on the 17th, we got Venus again. It's going to be in Tri to Neptune. So I feel like when Tri to Neptune, it can be about putting rose-colored glasses on, or just trying to see the beauty and the good things in people, or the good things about money, and about, again, the creativeness. But it also can be, I feel like when we're doing positive aspects with Neptune, I feel like it's also about seeing through the fog and seeing through the bullcrap and seeing through people who are trying to manipulate you, who are trying to, um, you know, make you feel better, but they got ulterior motives. So you're going to see through these people, because it is all about people and your connections this week. There's all this Gemini energy, the Leo energy. It's all about people and your connections and your relationship with them. So it is going to be a lot this week. It should be more. We're not looking at dense energy. I feel it is a bit more lighthearted, but it is about love and money. So, see, and we are getting ready for this Mercury retrograde, which is happening in Cancer at the end of the month as well. And we're also getting ready for Jupiter to make it shift into Leo too. So we've got a lot of things happening. So let's look at the cards and see what the cards say for this week. And I must say also, welcome to all my new subscribers. My subscribers have jumped up this past week. So I do have more videos to edit and put up as well. But welcome to my channel. Let's have a look. So I dare say, and also too, with what's happening in Ireland, very much with the energy about people, and I feel like it's part of that is the well, we've got Mercury in Cancer, so it is about protecting our home, and again, that stability. Cancer, because we still have that Venus in Cancer too. So Mercury, Venus in Cancer, that stability, plus with that Uranus moving into Gemini, that unexpected connections, people uniting, coming together, and it's like the Protestants and the Catholics coming together for a cause. So the astrology's, it's on par where we are. It's going to hit up, as what I've said in my videos. There's going to be big changes coming up in the months ahead. It's going to be interesting. I don't think people are fully ready for what's coming up this year. But let's look at the cards and see what the cards say. What are we going to do this week? I feel like I need to do my black cat cards. So we'll do the black cat cards and see what we get. All right, instantly I'm getting stand your ground. I'm getting this week is about your boundaries, standing your ground, standing in your power, your belief system, knowing that change is coming and it's not going to be a bad thing, but change is going to be about the people coming together and making and embracing the change. We have that Pluto in Aquarius, which is causing uprising. And I feel like it's going to feel like, in terms of leaders, not knowing where to go, where to turn. I do feel like there's some leaders, especially the one in England, feel like the time is running out here for him. But the people are coming up with all new ideas. There is movement this week. I feel like this is moving on people's bullcrap and lies and manipulation. I do feel. And it's not without the challenges and wars. But I feel like it's people uniting, though. It's people uniting, coming together, embracing the change that needs to happen, fighting for a united cause. And there will be an offer here. There will be a ceasefire. There will be a cause for calm. And I feel like with what's going on, it's like governments will have no choice but to sort of side with the people. There's a delusion here. Like even in Australia, there's a delusion where people, well, the delusion is that the government in power are trying to bully or manipulate people into agreeing with them, but the people are going had enough and going to more the right leaning side of politics, and I feel that's happening in all around the world because they're sick of the nonsense. Also, this week it could be that you're having to show up and show comfort to someone who maybe you look up to, who maybe you thought was the strong one, and you're having to be the strongest one here. It could be love coming up this week and a bit of socialness. So it could be romance too coming up for you. Because it'll be time to cut some cords. I do feel there's going to be an offer, and the offer's going to be it could be a sense of freedom, sense of peace, a sense of connection, and there's going to be like a strong will happening this week too. And I feel like there's going to be some surprises to where we end up by the end of the week too. And I feel like some people aren't ready, but most people are on board with what's happening and the changes that are coming because there's something about people walking away from this week where you're leaving something behind. And it's a good thing because there's this offer here to replace it. Okay, so there's this sense of being able to move on and be happy. I feel like there's a sense of being happy too with it, but it's not without conflicts. So let's do a channel for the week ahead and for this new moon. So see what it brings up. This new moon in Gemini is going to be spectacular for you all. For you're all going to be feeling this energy. It's going to be quite powerful, quite bright, and quite stunning to see. You're going to see that you're all being reunited together. You're fighting for one cause, for your freedom, for what's right, and for what you feel like is being responsibility of others to take care of, which haven't been taken care of. Your needs are not met. The opportunities are not there for you. More and more being taken from you. So now it is your time to feel the cause to rise up. It is time for you to solve the mysteries of life that have been there since 2020, where there have been holes in society where people have been on the wrong side and the right side, and together you will reunite and find a middle ground. And this is a cause for you to all to stand up. It is a cause for you to speak loud and to show your true sides. No longer do you need to hide your true feelings for people or for politics or for other people in the media. It is time for you to express yourself and to know your self-worth and to know where you're going. It is time for you to find a middle ground, but to find people around you who you really enjoy with. It's about finding these different communities around the world that you all hold within your hearts and that you can all share with other people, whether it be online, in person, face to face, or in other communities around the world. We praise you all for the what is coming up and for what you have done. We feel like you've all expressed yourself in the right way, but it's going to be a burning desire to express yourself in a different way and to do it the way that you feel comfortable in doing so. So, I may be at a fair in July. So July the 17th, if Flamingo goes live, I'll be at the shop on the day after that, and then maybe a event I might be at on the Sunday. I'm also doing my oracle cards, so I've only finished my animal deck, and I'll be looking at getting them printed. I'm up to with that. On next Saturday, I will be at the shop at Chaos to Calm. If you're looking at there. If you want to subscribe, I do have my contact page on my website. I am starting a monthly email. So if you fill out an inquiry form on there, that will keep your details, and every month I will be sending out a email for what I'm up to. So there is a trip to New Zealand coming up too, where we will be doing some workshops, some fun things to come, which should be out next week, which is exciting news too. And of course, my Psychics at Sea Psychic Development Cruise happening in January 2027. And that we're doing psychic development, a forensic mediumship, astrology too. So it's also going to be very exciting. I'm excited to share that with you guys. And we're going to have merch too. We're going to have shirts. It's going to be really fun. Some more details to come on that. But if you want to come on board with us, now is your time to come. And I think that's about it. What I've got coming up. Thank you. And I'm live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Sydney time. So please join me. It's a fun little community that I've built for Thursday nights. And I'm also available for private readings. Just go to my website to book a time, and then I will contact you on how to make payment. So that's all availabilities on now online. So I think that's about it for this week. So thank you for the likes, the shares, and your comments. And I will see you for my next video. I hope you all have a really great week ahead. So bye for now.